Hello and welcome. Tonight we will be choosing from 3 different objects for 3 separate piles. These are general readings, so keep that in mind. Use your best judgment and only take what resonates. The first object we have is this walnut, which fell from a tree in my yard. The second object is this slab of labradorite. And the third object is this piece of, I believe it's limestone, and I got it inside a castle in Lisbon, Portugal. So choose which object calls out to you, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, Group 1. If you chose the walnut, then this is your reading. I'm already feeling, Group 1, that you're very practical people. We'll see what Spirit has to say about what is going on for Group 1. What is going on for Group 1 right now, Spirit? What is going on for Group 1? What is the nature of Group 1's present situation? Oh my goodness. Spirit has a lot to say. Oh my. Okay, we'll find a way to unpack that. Spirit just gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Got a lot going on, Group 1. Got a lot on your plate. Okay, Spirit, what can you tell me about Group 1's attitude towards their present situation? Spirit, what can you tell me about, Spirit, what can you tell me about Group 1's attitude towards their present situation? Keep Spirit, just 1 card, thank gosh. Alright, finally, Spirit, what should Group 1 keep in mind about their present situation? What should Group 1 keep in mind? Oh. Which? Okay. I'm just going to take these 2. And bottom deck energy, we've got 7 of Cups. Yes, you do have a lot going on. A lot on your minds. Lots of choices happening in your life at the moment. Okay. Excuse me, Group 1, I just had to make sure the camera was still recording. Okay, so to start off, in your present situation, you have a lot of choices about your future to make. You want success, you want it all. And you have a lot of energy to move forward with specific actions. You're very emotionally mature as well. I'm going to get some charms and some channeled messages to get a little more information. Ooh. Okay, falling off the table. you're going to get some channeled messages as well. So, first of these messages, we've got use your discretion. We have it has to come out somewhere. We have curiouser and curiouser. We have see beyond fear and look at the world with love. We have I only have eyes for you. And we have go with the flow. I have a few other messages here, but they've fallen on specific cards, so we'll read them for those placements. So first of all, on the lovers, we have this bottle cap, which represents the King of Pentacles. Now the bottle cap fell upside down, so this choice definitely has to do with this Ten of Coins. You want the full picture, but there's something preventing you from reaching your full potential. You're looking for some kind of clarity on this choice, but it's eluded you so far. Now moving on to the Knight of Swords, we have 3 more messages. We have Carpe Diem, seize the day. Makes sense for Knight of Swords, very, very quick, decisive energy. He's a knight, he's no longer a page, so he has some experience and he knows when you have an opportunity, you have to seize it. We also have meet cute. So something about chance. Something about a chance encounter or serendipity. And we have do it to him. Again, very Knight of Swords, very seize the day, take opportunities as they come. So you have this choice that you want to make. You're trying to get clarity. You're trying to get clarity, but you really just want to do it to him. You want to just be able to have the right plan to move forward. Now moving on, we seem to have something more of an emotional nature down here. We have the King of Cups, and then we have 3 of Swords reversed. We have a message on that I'll read. And then we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. So the King of Cups is a master of his emotions. He's very in touch with his emotions. He's not afraid to cry or express himself, but he's not over emotional. He knows himself very well. Let's see what we have for the message on 3 of Swords. Oh, we have a long message. We have happiness can be found. This is a quote from Dumbledore in Harry Potter. I know J.K. Rowling's a bit of a controversial figure at the moment, but I grew up reading the books, and to me, Dumbledore has a life of his own as a character. So we have happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. Very emotionally mature character, Dumbledore. He kind of reminds me of King of Cups, actually. I'm so sorry, Group 1. I'm having some technical difficulties with the camera. But as I was saying, King of Cups, very Dumbledore-like figure, very emotionally intelligent kind of character. You've been through some kind of difficult emotional time, but there's been a release. You are healing through this process, and you are learning from your mistakes. And it's as if you know now that you can be there for yourself. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. So you are the one, you know that you will always be there for you, that you can always see beyond fear and look at the world with love. You're very, very in touch with your emotions, Group 1. Very grounded, but very, very, very emotionally involved. With this Three of Swords, we have this message. It has to come out somewhere. This is kind of on the side, this message, but I feel it goes with the Three of Swords. That you know that you have to have that emotional release somehow. I'm going to put this other message on the King of Cups. Then moving on to your attitude towards all of this situation. You've got this, you want this success. And you have this emotional maturity. You have all the tools, it seems like, to get everything you're searching for. You have the drive. Let's see, your attitude towards this, though, is the World in reverse. It's as though you feel like there hasn't been an ending yet. You're waiting for a moment of clarity. You're waiting for the other ball to drop, kind of. The other shoe to drop, whatever the expression is. Maybe it's a shoe. Anyway, there's another message on this World reverse. Let's see what it says. Get out of the tunnel. Yeah, you've got tunnel vision. You're going after the 10 of coins, and you're so close. You've been through so much. I have this token here. And it's about a journey, and it's about being almost there. You really feel like you're almost there. But it's as if you're limiting yourself. I also have a token below the World reversed. It's the Tower. It's a little Euro coin, but it's got a tower on it. Yeah, it's as if you're waiting for another disaster to happen. Maybe that's why you're afraid to make this choice. Because you feel like it's this situation that's given you so much heartbreak, but also so much emotional growth. You feel like it's not over yet. Interesting. And then we have this little mask token. Let's see if you can see it there. This little mask token. And he's all about authenticity. Interesting. Okay, so moving on, let's see what Spirit has for you to keep in mind. We have the Three of Wands in reverse. And then we have to move some of these charms a bit. Then we have Two of Swords. Now by this Three of Wands, we have this little moon earring charm. And this charm is all about secrets or something that's left to be revealed. Maybe this has something to do with that tower moment you're waiting for. Yeah, you feel like there's something you don't know still. The Three of Wands reversed is all about lack of foresight, and again, kind of like limiting your possibilities. You have so much you have so much about you that is able to manifest these desires you have, but it seems like you're limiting yourself out of fear, really, out of fear of this Tower moment. Now, beside the Three of Wands and your Seven of Cups, which is your overall deck energy choices, and again, the fear of making the wrong choice, you have a message. It's our last message, and it says, give yourself a present. It's from one of my favorite quotes from Twin Peaks. Every day, once a day, give yourself a present. Don't plan it, don't wait for it, just let it happen. Maybe that's what you have to do. Maybe you're so focused on planning and making the right decision. But the thing is, you can't ever know it all. You can't always know, you can never know all the information. Sometimes you just have to take a leap of faith. And again, we have another charm here. It's, I don't know if you can see, it's this woman with stars. She's kind of my token for the star, for inspiration. Yeah, you just need to get back in touch with your inspiration. We also have the washer charm here. This is all about not having all the tools you need, but in this case, I think it's more in your head. It's as if you think you don't have everything you need, but you do. You really, really do. You have to go with the flow. Very much star energy. You have to go with the flow and get out of your tunnel energy here. The final card we have down here is the Two of Swords. Again, this is all about making a decision, weighing options. But the Two of Swords is a very stagnant energy. You can get really stuck in the Two of Swords energy of constantly weighing one thing and the other, waiting for one option to be clearly better than the other, but sometimes that's not how making choices goes. You've got this bullshit begun pin, and this is all about kind of, sometimes we fool ourselves or tell ourselves lies about the reality of things, and it's not really the reality. Reality is very subjective for everyone too, so again, like trying to decide something, maybe you're asking too many people's opinions on this big decision, but their life is not your life. Again, we have the tiger. It's all about instincts, sort of fight or flight, very survival instincts. You're really, really worried about making this decision. It's as though, yeah, it's as though you're waiting for this tower. But then the last thing we have here, it's very hopeful. It's just this tiny little charm, it's a little cupcake. And it's about a surprise. It's about a nice surprise. And then we have give yourself a present. Okay, so maybe you have to, maybe instead of putting all this pressure to make this decision, you have to just let yourself have something. Have a nice little, like, surprise yourself with something good, and maybe this will bring you some clarity on how to make this big life decision that it seems like you're really, really ready for. You've been through so much and you have all the ability in the world to handle this. Well, I hope this was helpful for you, Group 1. That's all I have for you tonight, and yeah, hope to see you again soon. Hello, Group 2. If you chose this absolutely gorgeous slab of labradorite, then this is your reading. This is my my crystal of preference. Very intuitive stone. I have a lot of labradorite, kind of a hard thing to say. I have my pendant is one of them. I also have rune stones made of labradorite. If you're interested in me using those in the next reading, please leave a comment below and I'll make an effort to do that. So group 2, I felt really excited shuffling your cards. I feel like there's some really exciting messages coming for you. Okay, Spirit, what do you have for group 2? What is the nature of their present situation? Nature of group 2's present. Oh my goodness. We have 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay. What is group 2's attitude towards their present situation, Spirit? All right. Spirit's very open to communicating with you, group 2. The cards are coming out very easily. They don't always with this deck for me when I do my readings. We have King of Coins. Very exciting. Group 1 had a massive pile in their present situation, so it was all over on this side. I had to move everything. But you guys, very short and sweet so far. Let's see how it goes. What should group 2 keep in mind about their present situation, Spirit? What should group 2 keep in mind about their present situation? What should group 2 keep in mind about their present situation, Spirit? What should group 2 keep in mind? Oh my goodness. Many cards. Okay. Like I said, this deck likes to give me stories. We have 3 of Pentacles in reverse. We have 3 of Swords in reverse. Group 1 had this card as well. Maybe there's messages for you in group 1. We have 7 of Swords. We have the Strength card in reverse. And we have the Chariot card in reverse. And then, ooh, this makes sense with the Labradorite. Totally, it will make sense. High Priestess in reverse. The High Priestess is all about intuition, but it's in reversed. So I'm going to get some charms and some channeled messages for you to gain a bit more clarity. Oh my goodness. Half my charm bag. Okay. Yeah, right away I see the amethyst. Lots of spiritual energy in this group. Makes sense. Makes sense to me. Oh my goodness. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Next we'll get some channeled messages. Oh, wow. Okay. Lots of messages. Yeah, Spirit's very chatty with you, group 2. I spoke too soon about the brevity. Alright, let's see what we have here. We have a couple messages following some cards, but mostly we have them on the side. So let's start here. We have gain different perspectives. We have consciousness. Yeah. I'm going to put that on the High Priestess reversed. We have don't panic. We have quality time. We have I need time. Interesting. I wonder if these go together for some reason. Seems like they might. Ooh, and also gain different perspectives. Don't panic. Those seem to go together too. Sometimes these messages form sentences, I find. Kind of nice to read them that way. We have timing matters. Wow, 3 messages about time. Time is very important in this reading for some reason. These definitely go together. We have just be yourself. We have curiouser and curiouser. I'm putting that on the High Priestess as well. Very mysterious, the High Priestess. We have crazy about you. And we have ground yourself. Okay. Let's start with the Ten of Cups in reverse. We have another message on Ten of Cups here. It says, it has to come out somewhere. Yeah, there's a lot of... I feel like there's a lot of emotions pouring out right now. And it has to come out somewhere. You've got 10 cups worth of emotions pouring out. Yeah, there's some sadness here. It's as if you've missed out on everything. On your 10 of Cups. On your emotional fulfillment. This is the nature of your present situation. This is subjective, though. This is subjective to your emotions. The cups are all about emotions. Next we have the King of Coins. This is your attitude towards the situation. Very practical, though. The King of Coins is very, very fulfilled, very good at manifesting wealth and being a leader. Getting people to follow him. We have this pin here. It says Punk. Punk und Gut. And yeah, this pen is sort of about being a maverick, kind of. And I think King of Coins is kind of a maverick too. I don't think he follows what the crowd does. I think he's innovative. He comes up with his own solutions. We have also this charm here. It's a leaf. It's all about change and cycles. Very earth energy. Again with King of Pentacles, very earth energy. And then we have a message on King of Pentacles as well. Keep me in your heart for a while. Interesting. Very different kinds of energies on this, on your attitude towards it. It's like, there's the practical groundedness, then there's the wanting to go against the grain and be your own master, and then there's sort of this longing, this feeling of longing. It's as if you know that this loss, you can't linger on it, but you want to, it's almost like you're being nostalgic. You want to keep it in your heart for a little while, or else maybe it'll disappear completely. Let's see what else we can see here with Spirit. Spirit has a lot of messages for you to keep in mind. Maybe this will give some clarity on the situation. We have the Three of Coins in reverse, and on it we have a lot of tokens. We have this lamb token. It's actually a bottle cap from beer. And it has a date on it, 1628. I don't know if that's significant for anyone, but maybe it is. And this lamb is all about sacrifice, but like victory through sacrifice. The lamb is very significant in spirituality, especially for Christianity. Kind of interesting, the symbolism there. The lamb is about innocence, but the lamb gives so much, even though it's this innocent animal. It provides wool, it provides meat, it can provide, you know, milk. It's very giving creature, but so gentle. They're very gentle creatures. And then yeah, we have this amethyst shard, which is about being in touch with spirituality. And then we have this other charm. It's well, it's fake, but it's a pearl, and it's about wisdom, pearl of wisdom. And then we have a message on the Three of Pentacles as well. This is one of my favorite ones. It says, forgiveness is the release of all hope for a better past. Yeah, you were working on something. There was some kind of collaboration. Maybe it was really emotional in nature. Maybe you were really passionate about it. Maybe that's why it's emotional for you. You're very passionate, invested in it. You're the King of Pentacles. You put your all into your projects. And it didn't work out for some reason, but you gained a lot of wisdom through it. You sacrificed a lot, but maybe the victory for you in this loss is this wisdom, you know? But you have to forgive the past. You have to release the urge to try and change the past, because you can't change it. Next we have Three of Swords reversed. Again, Group 1 got Three of Swords in reverse, so maybe you have some messages there too. Three of Swords in reverse. This is about an emotional release. I have to move a lot of charms to show you here. An emotional release. There was a lot of pain in the past, but you're moving through it now. You have a lot of charms on this as well. You have the inner child token, bottle cap. You have the bullshit be gone pin. You have a little pin that says hug a photographer today. And you have a washer. So the washer is all about there's something missing in order to complete a task. It's a useful tool, a washer, but you can't do anything with it unless you have the other parts to go with it. So it's sort of a practical there's something missing. Then hug a photographer today. This is a pin about, I think this is connected to the Three of Pentacles. It's about working in a group or a community, and it's about recognition. This kind of fell upside down along with the Three of Pentacles, so maybe you didn't get that recognition that you deserved, or there was something in a group setting that just didn't work out. In this release of emotions, you have this bullshit be gone pin. This is all about clearing out the lies that we tell ourselves. Sometimes we have a lot of negative self-talk, and it's kind of bullshit. Like, we have to stop telling ourselves that we're the worst thing that happened in every situation. Sometimes it's just not true. And we have to kind of clear out that negativity to move forward, really. I mean, again, recognize your part in things, take responsibility, but you have to forgive the past. You have to forgive yourself. You can't change the past. You can't change what you said or what you did. You can apologize, but eventually you have to move on. And then down here we have the Seven of Swords, and we have another pin which is about crossroads, or crossroads? Yeah, anyway, you're moving on. You're trying to, or this is what Spirit wants you to keep in mind, is that you need to move on from this thing that happened in the past in order to heal. You're at a crossroads. You're at a point of change in your life, but there's something better on the horizon for you. So keep that in mind. We have strength in reverse. You don't feel strong enough to go through this change, but Spirit is trying to tell you that you have the strength. You just need to forgive the past. We have this token here that's represents the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is all about logic. Lots of swords energy in this reading too. I do feel that you're a very logical person, but sometimes logic isn't always the main thing we need in order to heal. We can't force it. It will come. The logic and the oh, this makes sense that this happened this way will come, but if you try to force it, you might end up going too far. And then we have the Chariot in reverse. Yeah, there's this feeling of delay, of stagnation, kind of. You don't know how to move forward. You have your High Priestess in reverse, so you're blocking out your intuition. There's something that's not clicking. You're trying to figure it out. You're curiouser and curiouser. There's this mystery you can't figure out about the situation. But Spirit is telling you need to be in touch with your consciousness, and in your intuition. You have a bunch of other messages down here. Let's see what they say. You have success requires many small failures. Yeah, you have to keep that in mind. Just because this thing failed in the past does not mean that you are a failure. It just means that you haven't reached the point you want to be at yet, and that's okay, because everyone who is successful, you ask anyone who is successful, and they will tell you that there were many small failures that happened on the way to that success, unless they're a complete liar, and then they're not successful people, probably. Then we have, can I just kiss you? Yeah, there's this, sort of impulsiveness, maybe? Maybe it was in the past. This feels like a very past energy. There was sort of this impulsiveness to get something done or to accomplish something, and it didn't help, this impulsiveness. Then we have, poetry emboldens the soul to accept mystery. Yeah, Spirit is telling you to accept the mystery of life, to see the beauty still, even when things go wrong. And then we have, this is a quote from Dumbledore. I know Group 1 had this quote as well. You might have a lot of messages in Group 1, actually. So check that out, maybe, if this connects with you. Anyway, yeah, I know J.K. Rowling is not her favorite person, but I grew up reading the books, and for me, like, it's hard to let go of those memories and those characters that really formed me as a person growing up. And Dumbledore, especially, was very wise, very, very wise figure that I still go back to today for pieces of wisdom like this, and this is one of my favorites. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. Yeah, so you have to keep that hope alive, keep your strength. You are your own strength. You can turn on your own light, so don't give up. We have death is but the next great adventure. Yeah, something ended. Something disappointing ended, but the end of something is the beginning of something too. This is just the start of another new adventure. Just keep that in mind. We have always look on the bright side of life. Yeah, Spirit is telling you, like, don't give up. There's a lot of great things ahead. I love that from Monty Python. It's literally this man is on a cross being crucified and amongst a whole bunch of other people, and he just sort of accepts his situation and tries to almost take humor in it, almost take humor in the horrible things that are happening to him. They're literally singing, always look on the bright side of life. Try to whistle, but can't really. Then we have, this is for your protection. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked there with Monty Python, but... And then we have, this is a test of your strength. Yeah, you've got the strength card in reverse. Spirit is telling you you're very strong. And that actually this is going to lead you to greater success. Success requires many small failures. Spirit is trying to see, like, how far you can go, how much you really want this. And to look on the bright side, because there is a lot of success ahead of you, but you have to gain the strength. You have to be ready. You have to be ready for that success. Yeah, success in itself is not the end-all be-all, because even when you're successful, you still have a lot of hardship to deal with, a lot of responsibility too. It's not all just enjoyment all the time. You have to kind of enjoy the journey. And I think that's what Spirit's trying to remind you. Like, enjoy the journey. Accept what happened in the past. Learn from your lessons, but don't linger on them. Don't let them bring you down. Always look on the bright side of life. And accept the mystery. Accept the mystery of life, too. Accept your next great adventure. Well, that's all I have for you today, Group 2. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in my next reading. If you liked the labradorite stone especially, and the different messages, charms, and you'd like me to include runes, which are also made of labradorite, in the future, let me know in the comments, and looking forward to it. Bye, Group 2. Hello, Group 3. If you chose the piece of limestone, which looks like it has a little marking on it. Limestone is actually kind of a fossil. It's formed from lots of different organisms over time in the ocean. Very special kind of mineral. Lots of history in this stone. It was part of, I found it at a castle, which I think the stone of the castle was made of limestone. It was in Lisbon. It's the castle on top of the hill. You can't really miss it. So maybe this broke off of the castle. Very special piece, this one. So Group 3, if you chose this is your reading. And let's see what Spirit has for you today. Getting right to it. No nonsense, Group 3. That's what Spirit has to say. Okay, so what is the nature of the situation for Group 3, Spirit? What is the nature of the situation for Group 3? What is the nature of Group 3's situation? Oh, gosh. Okay, lots. We have Five of Swords, the World, Knight of Cups, and the Empress. I'm going to lay these out this way. Five of Swords, the World, Knight of Cups, and the Empress. Wow. Lots of strong energies here. Okay. Okay, Spirit, what is Group 3's attitude towards their current situation? What is Group 3? Oh, right away. No nonsense, Group 3. Wow. Ten of Wands in reverse. Six of Coins in reverse. And King of Cups. Okay. Okay, Spirit, what should Group 3 keep in mind? What should Group 3 keep in mind, Spirit? What should Group 3 keep in mind? What should Group 3 keep in mind in their present situation, Spirit? What should Group 3 keep in mind? What should Group 3 keep in mind? Oh, almost. Okay, Spirit, show me a card. This one? Yeah. Maybe one more card. Okay, Spirit, what should Group 3 keep in mind? What should Group 3 keep in mind, Spirit? Do I want all these? I guess. Can't hurt. The other group's got quite a few cards, so... Oh, wow. Alright, we'll see how many of these we address. I'm not sure. We'll see what comes out in the charms and messages, see what's relevant here. Bottom deck energy, we have the Sun. You're feeling very optimistic, Group 3. I felt that right away. You kind of just went straight to it. You weren't really afraid. Here, I mean, you've got Empress energy, you've got not that many reversals, a few, but you have Nine of Cups, you have the Star, Major Arcana cards here, the World, yeah. Just some charms for you. Okay. All right. Let's get some channeled messages as well. Oh, okay, that's plenty. All right, so let's start with the ones that flew off to the side. We have make a decision. We have get out of my dreams, get into my car. So a bit of wish fulfillment there. You do have the Knight of Cups. I bet that's your wish fulfillment message. You have do or do not. There is no try. Yeah, you're a very decisive person, Group 3. No nonsense, really, really no nonsense. Just get straight to it. You have help me help you. You have just a simple twist of fate. That definitely belongs on the world. Something fated about your situation. You have don't quit. You have now or later. That's a question. Now or later. Also kind of feel this goes with the world. Very much a timing kind of thing. And we have don't rush, you have time. Yeah, again, I just said timing, and that's, yeah, something about timing there. Okay, so let's start. I have a few more messages that kind of fell on your cards as well, along with the charms. So, in the nature of your present situation, you have 5 of Swords, and then you have a message. And the message says embrace. Embrace, interesting. Embrace on 5 of Swords. It's interesting because 5 of Swords is all about conflict, disagreements, competition, defeat, winning at all costs. I do feel that you are someone who maybe you embrace competition. Yeah, maybe you kind of you thrive on competition. I don't feel that you're a win at all costs kind of person, but I do feel that you get some of your drive from this competition, from having to fight for what you want. And then you have Knight of Cups, and you have a message on Knight of Cups. It says use discretion, and then you have a coin here. It's the Tower. Interesting. Knight of Cups is very much about emotional messages. You are very straightforward. I don't know if it's the same for your emotions. I feel that it is, but Spirit is asking you to use your discretion. Let's see what else we can find out here. You have the World with all these messages about timing. Maybe that's why you have to use your discretion. Maybe it's not quite the time yet. Yeah, you have now or later. It's uncertainty in terms of is it the right time to share this message, this emotional message. Yeah, don't rush. You have time. Don't rush this. And then we have another message here on the World. It says, anger hurts us more. Maybe there's something you have to be cautious about, this 5 of Swords part of your nature, this ability to kind of thrive on this competition. Maybe it made someone angry or someone misinterpreted that about you. Maybe that's why you have to kind of wait to share this message. Then you also have the Empress. The Empress is all about being in touch with like the divine feminine energy, being very, very giving, but very like in your power. Interesting. Let's see what else Spirit has for us. So in terms of your attitude towards this situation, you have 10 of Wands in reverse. You're trying to put down a heavy burden. Something you've been carrying for a long time, and you've decided to kind of let it go. You have a message here. It says, not a roadblock, but a detour. So maybe you're just putting it down for now. You're not giving up on it, but you're putting it down for now, this burden. You have Six of Pentacles in reverse. You had a lot of charms on it. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, there was not an equal give and take situation here. And you have a lot of tokens on here. We have a red token. That means Spirit's calling your attention especially to this. We have the leaf, which indicates change, cycles, very much in terms, same terms of the world. You have a charm. It's kind of shaped like a diamond. This is about perfection. I do feel that you're a perfectionist, Group 3. When you do something, you want to do it right. That's why you thrive on competition. You know that you're very capable. You've got this bottle cap as well. And it kind of represents the King of Pentacles, who's definitely... King of Pentacles is very much about like material success. He's a leader, he's innovative. People are drawn to him and his ability to manifest what he wants. You have this punk pin, which has to do with innovation. Again, very much like the King of Pentacles. You have the tiger, which is all about, I feel for you, the tiger is sort of like, I don't want to say predatory energy, but just that ability to, that drive to get what you want. The tiger is very strong, very able to conquer, you know? The tiger's not afraid of anything else. The tiger's the king of the jungle, kind of. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's correct anymore, but yeah, like the tiger's the alpha, you know? You're the alpha, kind of. Or at least that's how you see yourself. But you are a perfectionist. And maybe because of all of these strengths that you have, you feel you've given too much to a situation. It's just gone a little bit too far, and that's why you've decided to put it down for now. Then you also have the King of Cups down here. King of Cups is very in touch with his emotions. He's the kind of person, he's not afraid to cry, but he doesn't burden other people with his emotions, meaning he's open with them, but he doesn't make his emotions other people's responsibility. You also have this little crystal cluster, which is about manifestation, and then you have this token. It's got a little Germantown on it, and it kind of represents being on a journey and being almost at the end. So you feel you're very close to achieving personal growth, it feels like. I very much feel like you're trying to grow into this King of Cups, because you have the Knight of Cups here. You have used discretion. I feel that maybe you made a misstep somewhere that you didn't mean. It's just kind of like, this is how you think. You're a go-getter. You get your prey, like you go after what you want. And maybe someone misinterpreted it, or maybe it just exhausted you. Like you ended up giving too much, and now you're trying to take a bit of a break so that you can actually be in a good enough place to reach this goal. Now, in terms of what Spirit wants you to keep in mind, the Star, Spirit wants you to know that to stay inspired, to stay hopeful, that you might have gone through hard times, but There's good things ahead. The star comes right after the Tower, so it's all about recovery from hard times, inspiration, hope. Then we also have the Nine of Cups. This is the wish fulfillment card. This is about getting everything you wished for, really. And then your message on here, yeah, get out of my dreams, get into my car. It's about achieving your dreams. You definitely want to do that. You have the Crossroads pin, so it's as though you know you're very close. You know you're very close, but you've kind of hit a bit of a roadblock. You know it's, you still are going to get what you're trying to go for, but a bit of a detour than you expected. You have this little earring, it's a cupcake, and it's about a surprise or a treat. Again, kind of wish fulfillment. Maybe there's a surprise ahead of you, like maybe you're not going to get the full thing, everything at once. You still will eventually, but maybe you'll get like a little bit of it soon, and that'll be exciting. Then you also have, in terms of what Spirit wants you to keep in mind, you have the Hermit in reverse. Spirit would like you to be introspective in this situation, to be authentic. We have this little mask token. Be authentic to yourself, but look inward. There's something that Spirit wants you to look at here. There's sort of this detour, this pause in your goals is happening for a reason. It's because you need that introspection. You need to find the answers. You need to find the truth. Judgment card, it's all about the truth. It's about owning up to your actions and to other people's actions. It's not about, it's not kind of like what we think of when we think of judgment, like people judging us. It's more about finding the truth in the situation, really, seeing it from all sides. But this is why you have this roadblock right now. Spirit is asking you to kind of think inward a bit, which seems to go against your usual nature, but it seems like you know that that's what you have to do in order to become this King of Cups, to become this very emotionally involved being. But your overall deck energy, you've got the Sun, so there's optimism. There's a lot of optimism here. So it seems like, again, we have this message here, don't quit. It seems like you're very close. You're very close to achieving this emotional fulfillment, it seems like. And again, don't rush. You have time. That is what Spirit is asking you, is to take your time with this, to look inward, and you'll get the answers that you're seeking. Well, I hope this was helpful for you, Group 3. If you would like for me to use runes in the future, I have a rune set here. If that's something you're interested in, please leave a comment. And I'll see you in your next reading. Bye.